What's up guys, I'm Naraya, aka Flower Girl, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is gonna be a story time video about the time I went to a Tyler.
Oh my God, can you let me do what I need to do?
Today is gonna be a video about the time that I went to a Tyler the Creator concert this year. So let's get right to that video. So the way that this whole thing started out was, it was December 25th. I think that's the day. That's the day Christmas is on. It was December 25th, and I was opening my present. They saved this one for last, like they gave it to me last, and it was Tyler the Creator concert tickets, and I was so happy, and my heart was just shook. I had to wait 2 months for that concert because the concert was in February, and I was like so excited. I could not wait until this concert started because you guys already know I'm a huge Tyler the Creator fan. I'm obsessed with all his art that he puts out, all his music, his clothes, everything Tyler, like I just love it. So then, once the day before the concert came, I went to Ulta Beauty and I bought all these different color eyeliners for the eye look I was going to make. I was gonna replicate the Flower Boy cover, and don't call me a bandwagon fan because I've been loving Tyler the Creator since I was like 13. I was like rocking with his stuff when like no one else was, because you know there's a period where Tyler, like after he put out Cherry Bomb, like he didn't go on social media for like the longest time until he put out Flower Boy. So I was already vibing with his stuff before Flower Boy even came out. So for all you fans who are bandwagons this year, like y'all are cool, whatever, because you just make him have more fans, but like, are you really a fan though? So anyways, I was rocking with Tyler the Creator for like the longest time, and I was so excited. I would like buy all his old off Future clothes. I was like obsessed with him, watching his Camp Flog Gnaw videos and like the documentary of that. And I was just watching interviews about him, like the way he talked till like 5 in the morning.
Okay, now what about your lyrics?
What about him?
What are you saying in your lyrics?
Nothing. Shit to piss old white people off like you.
Like, I was obsessed. So finally the day came and I did my eye look, and it came out bomb. Like, let me tell you, that is like the best eye look I've ever done in my life. And then me and my bestie, aka my mom, so we were both getting ready. We were both about to go, showing up looking like fire mommies. We were going to go to the Valley View Casino Center because that's where it was at. We were supposed to leave like an hour before we originally did because of avoiding traffic and all that. But you know me, I take like forever to get ready, especially if it's a big event. We finally left, and let me tell you guys, my outfit was fire. I had a yellow B shirt on. It was like a yellow kind of orangey. I had some orange, black, and yellow camel pants on, and I had these shoes that I made. I made these like back in 8th grade. I had my shoes on, and I was so excited because I was finally getting to show them off. So we were driving, and it took us probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to the event. And we were just listening to Tyler the Creator in the car like non-stop, just jamming out. Once we finally got there, there was so many cars in this parking lot. Like, there was all kinds of cars, all kinds of Tyler fans trying to run into lines, trying to get in all these different lines to get into this concert. There was like 8 different lines that people were. We found a parking, thank God. And then finally we went to this one line. I had to wait in this line for another hour and a half just standing up. It was like way dark outside. But honestly, it was such a cool experience. Like, there was a gas station across the street, so she let me walk over there, and I was getting all these snacks for us. And I met these 2 girls, and they were hella cool. Like, I forgot their names, but they were so cool. Their outfits were popping. They were complimenting my outfit, my makeup. And I got so many compliments that night from like different people in line, different people in the gas station. I just met like so many cool people. So you know what, that's why I like Tyler the Creator fans, because they don't even care if they know you or not. They're just like hella nice. So I thought that was pretty tight. And then finally the security people are like letting people pass through the line. So many people, but luckily ours was like one of the lines that first got in. So she got some seats close to the stage over there, but the stage was set up like the stage and then the general admission, right, there was a standing up part, like so you could stand up and see the stage right in the middle, and then there was seats and then like on the sides of the standing up part. So that's where she was sitting. She was sitting over here and I was in the middle where everybody was standing up. So I was like not that far back from the stage, but I was not content with the place I was at. Oh my god. So I seen these two girls trying to get up, right? They were like, oh, my friend's up in the front, right? So I was like, in my mind, I said, I'm going to follow these two girls. That way it'll seem like I'm with them. That way I can get up to the front with their friends. So I follow these two girls and I eventually get closer to the stage. Like I was probably in like the 4th row, like 4 people were in front of me. People were being greedy, like let me tell you, I don't blame them because I would have done the same exact thing if I had those spots, but they were being greedy as hell. Like they were like putting their shoulders next to each other, like trying to let me through. They were like pushing people around, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna really have to fight for this spot. And luckily I had like a really like petite small body, so it was like way easy for me to get through these people. So I was finally going through everybody, and then I was only like 2 people were in front of me. Like that's how close to the stage I was. And I was finally right there. So happy because I was like right in the middle, and I was like, yes, like this is the best like seat basically in the house. Like I'm gonna get to see him like perform like literally right in front of my face. I was so excited. So I was right there in the front, and then Taco came out, one of Tyler the Creator's best friends. And he came out and he was like DJing, hyping the whole crowd up. And the crowd in the center just went wild. Like everybody was jumping, everybody was dancing, pushing each other around. And keep in mind, there's like hundreds of people like where I'm standing at, and I'm just this like little 5'3", 98-pound person standing in the middle of this whole thing. The energy was so crazy, but it was like the best thing ever. There was a point where everybody was jumping and I didn't even have to like jump. Like they were literally like lifting my feet off the ground with their bodies. So like everything was going good, but then halfway through like Taco set, these girls were like getting pulled out of the pit by security because they were crying, like they were all sweaty and getting like crushed. Like, it's pretty dangerous in the pit honestly, because there's so many people and they don't care. They're just trying to have a good time. They don't care about you. Like they don't care if they're crushing you. They don't care if you're stepping on your feet, pulling your hair. It's like every man for themselves in the pit. Some people were passing out and the security guards had to bring a wheelchair. They were like squirting water on people to cool them down in the pit. I tried to hang in there because you know me, I'm wild. I wanted that spot so bad. I kept saying like, yeah man, like I'm okay, like I'm sure I don't need water, I'm fine, I don't need to get pulled out, right? There was this big guy, like he was big, he was tall, and I eventually got in, like he crushed me, bro. Like this was him and this was me in the middle, and there was some person, I don't know who it was, standing behind me, and literally I got crushed like that. I was getting like crushed so bad. So I was like sweating so bad I couldn't breathe, and I was trying to like fight my way through, you know, like I was trying to like use my elbows, trying to like push people off of me. But then there was this like guy standing next to me. He was like, I don't know, he was like standing next to me and he kept getting in my space, yo. Like he kept like pushing me, like, so then like after that guy kept pushing me, multiple people just started pushing me back. all like these big like tall people were crushing me. I was like getting like really close to being in like the middle section now. So I was like, what's the point of even being here? I'm not enjoying myself. My glasses literally flew off into some girl's hair because I was wearing glasses trying to see. And I had to reach over just to grab them out of that girl's hair. So I decided, I was like, I need to get out of this mosh pit right now. There's this guy standing behind me the whole time. He was like being like, he was like real cool. Like he kept like asking people like, hey, like, are you good? Do you want to get out? So I told him, I was like, yo, I think I want to get out. So then he was like, hey, she wants to get out, lift her up. So they literally lifted me up by my ankles and by my legs. And now I'm like crowd surfing on top of all these people like going towards the front where the security guards are. And it was crazy. Even though I was trying to get out of that pit, that was probably the best part about that concert. So eventually the security like pulled me up out of the pit. And luckily my mom had saved 2 seats for me and her on the outside part, like close to the stage. Good seat too. There's like no one in front of me. I was like right at the end. So it was like the perfect spot. So eventually I got to my mom, I finally sat down. This concert took forever. This concert like ended at like 12:30, like 12 midnight. And it had started at about, I don't know, it had started about like 9:30 or 10. So Tyler the Creator finally came out. Everybody just went even more wild, and the stage was so cool. Like it wasn't just a stage, like there was like grass like basically on the stage, like fake grass, and there was lights in the background that looked like stars, and then he had this like tree thing that he could like go up on. But the energy in that whole room was amazing. Like it was through the roof.
Yo!
I had so much fun there. It was the best show I've definitely been to. And then I still remember like every color pattern. Like the mullet had like red and orange lights. IFHY had like purple and white. And after the concert, after the whole thing left, I didn't want to go. I didn't want the concert to end. Like he ended with Who Dat Boy, and mom was like, we gotta go now, like come on. I was like still stuck in a trance, like just looking at that stage, like wishing he would come back on. The concert ended, there was like so many people in line to buy merchandise, but you know, we had to wait in line for the merch. So this was the hat I got from there. And then this was the sweater I got from there. I really like the colors on it. And I almost got this hat stolen from me because I was walking outside when everybody was leaving the concert to go to their car. I dropped that on the ground in accident and I swooped it up real quick, but this girl right next to me was like, oop, like don't get your stuff stolen. And I was like,
Okay.
that's the time that I went to a Tyler the Creator concert and I got crowd surfed and almost died and got squished in a mosh pit. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell because I do make videos every Saturday at 6 p.m. Follow me on Instagram at FlowerGirlN, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!